Okay. Woo! Hey guys, welcome back. This is History of Power Rangers, Season 3, Episode 17 of my... This is History of Power Rangers, Season 3, Episode 17 of my show, but this is about Episode 16 of Season 3. Now, episode 16 in season 3, as I stated in my previous video, I talked about is part 1 in the 2-part episode, Ranger Catastrophe. Now, I say that because I mentioned that in the description of my previous video I made, because I just brought it up. Anyway, basically the way this episode first starts off is... basically, Kimberly and Aisha are in this animal shelter, and then Kimberly's basically introducing her, like, Aisha is basically introducing Kimberly to, the one that's in charge of the animal shelter, and then that's when and then after that, she brings in this cat. Now, the funny thing about the cat thing is that cat is actually going to play a hand in, technically 4 of Rita's plans, basically. But it's not actually a cat in this episode, but it's a cat for most of for the entirety of this episode up until another 3-part episode called, which is later in the 20th segment. I'm not gonna explain about that until I get there, though. I just wanted to get that out of the way. Basically, when they see the cat, they're asking, the owner of the shelter if they can adopt it, and then she said that... Oh. Health pills. Hold on a sec. Water. Okay, grab it for you. Hold on a second, guys. Water. Okay. Sorry about that. If you saw that in the video, I apologize. I was just taking my meds. Anyway, if you saw that in the video, I completely apologize. Anyway, getting back into what I was saying with the episode, they see this, like I said, they see this white cat, and then basically they're asking the owner of the shelter if they can adopt it, and then she tells them that they can if nobody comes to claim him by the end of the day. Well, actually, and then the cat's theirs, and then basically, what happens is Rita sees that, and that's puts her plan into motion. Now, what I mean by puts her plan into motion in this case is because technically, Rita and Zed will have technically 4 plans utilizing the cat. Now, what I mean by 4 is because there's the one in this 2-part episode, there's the one in the next 3-part episode I'm going to cover, then there's sort of the one in the Follow That Cab, which is the only single episode before another 3-part episode, which is a different shade of pink. But I just wanted to bring that up. So technically, yeah, because this plan with Ranger Catastrophe, then changing the swords, then one would follow that cab, and then one with the three-part, it was sort of a different shade of pink. So technically 4 plans. Yeah, cause anyway. Now, technically, the cat only looks like a cat in this episode, but it's also a human that is transformed into a cat. Now, I'm going to explain more about that later, but anyway, basically what happens is Rita tells Zed her plan, which is, like I said, utilizes the cat and everything. Like the white cat that Kimberly and Aisha are going to adopt, basically. And then she tells them that in order for her plan to work, they have to make sure nobody adopts the cat. So basically, for at least for this part of the plan, what they do is they have Rito and some Tengas sent down to the animal shelter, not to cause any trouble, but basically just to scare people away so that they don't come in to adopt the cat and therefore sort of ruin Rita's plan. But anyway, continuing on with what I was saying before, basically, then, as I was saying before, Rita has Rito and some Tengas sent down. Rita and Zed have Rito and some Tengas sent down to the earth to scare the humans away so that no one buys the cat. And then that's when the Tengas are causing trouble, the Rangers and Kimberly and Aisha go to help them with the Tengas. And then that's when the white cat that Kimberly and Aisha are going to adopt changes into a human form, which is known as... Now, the human form that she turns into in this episode is known as Catherine Hillard, but the actor who plays her is known as Catherine Sutherland. I'm just getting that little minor detail out of the way. Just a minor thing. Anyway, and as I stated in her character bio, the cat character for this series will last until the Passing the Torch 2-part episode in Power Rangers Turbo. So the remainder of season 3, after Different Shade of Pink, the entirety of Zeo and about the first half of the Turbo series. Anyway, I explained that in the character bio video and everything. When I introduced that character, when I talked about it separately, when I did that video, I just wanted to bring it up though since I mentioned it. And basically what happens is, while she's in her human form, basically, the owner of the animal clinic that's there, she tells her that she wants to adopt a cat and stuff. And then she went to adopt a pet and stuff, and then she said that's okay, and then she goes to help her adopt one, and then that's when Kimberly and that's because the Tengas, because by this point Kimberly and Aisha are helping the other Rangers deal with Rito and the Tengas, and then Rito gets upset that the Tengas are getting beaten again, and then so he gets away, which in this case again is okay that he gets away, because the reason why I say it's okay is because he technically already completed the job. He was he was only sent down to the earth with the Tengas basically just to scare the humans away from the animal shelter so that no one adopted the cat. So in a sense, them getting away this time is a good thing because the job is actually complete, so there's nothing to worry about. And then when the human version of Cat is talking with the owner of the animal shelter, basically, oh, but before I continue about the animal shelter thing, I just want to mention something in this episode. The animal shelter thing will get actually referenced in technically the actual final 2 episodes of season 3. I say the actual final 2 episodes because, for Netflix purposes, season 3 is split into 2 different series and stuff, so that's why it took me a while to upload these videos, is because of that. I had to watch the Mighty Morphin Alien Rangers segment before I started recording any of these videos. I just wanted to get that out of the way. Anyway, but anyway, I'll save that for when I get to that part, but I just wanted to bring it up, since I mentioned it. Anyway, basically what happens is after Rito and the Tengas get away after completing their job, and the owner of the animal shelter is with Cat in her human form, but when basically when Kimberly and Aisha show up, she turns back into her cat form basically, and then what happens is after that, she's wondering where she went, and then she sees the cat down there, and then she said that no one came to claim the cat at the end of the day, so the cat's theirs. And they're basically wondering what to, and then they show the cat to basically, after they leave the shelter, they show, they first go to the youth center to show Ernie and, like, the outdoor cafe segment of the youth center, to show Ernie and the others the cat, and then after that, what happens is, then it goes into a scene where the Rangers are back home, well, where Kimberly and Aisha are back home with the cat, and then, Kimberly mentions that she is supposed to meet Tommy in a bit, and then that's when PC, which is actually the name of the cat, because they named the cat that because as an acronym because they found it in the park, so you know, park cat PC kind of thing. Oh my god, I'm so worried. I'm sorry, that's just a little funny. Anyway, after that, basically what happens is, after the cat manages to wander outside of the house, they're looking for her, and then basically, then it goes into the scene when her cat is, when she's turned back into her human form from her cat form. Basically what happens is, she goes to talk with Rita, and then Rita's asking her what took her so long, and then she's telling her, I'm sorry, Empress, it took me a while before I was able to get the information. And then, Rita says that did she get it, and then basically, she explains that Kimberly was supposed to meet her friend Tommy, but now they're looking for their cats, which is keeping them distracted. Anyway, but she was supposed to meet up with them at the youth center. And then, that's when Rita tells her that it's good time to put not really put the plan into motion, but to start the segment of her plan that involves, and then she, summons up this car, and then she makes this sort of Cinderella reference where she says that about being to the ball, which I think is actually kind of funny because, oh my god, I'm sorry. And then basically what happens is after that, then it goes into the scene where the other Rangers, including Tommy, are in the youth center, and then Tommy is telling Ernie that because he's wondering where Kimberly is, and then basically Ernie tells him that Kimberly and Aisha said that she and Kimberly will be a lot while they're looking for their cat and stuff. Oh my god. And then that's when Catherine, who's by this point, I should just mention, she's under one of Rita's spells, similar to how Tommy was back in season 1 in the Green with Evil 5-part episode. Anyway, basically, then she shows up, and then she basically tells this little fib that to Tommy that she's having trouble, that she's new in town, and that she's having trouble with her car, and she figures that he could be able to help. And then basically Tommy basically does decide to help her, and then basically he tells Ernie that that if Kimberly shows up, would he mind telling her where he is so that she doesn't get worried? And then basically he says that he will, and then Tommy goes to help Kat with the car, which is part of a ploy. And then basically what happens is after that, he goes to fix the car, and then after that, Kat asks him if he could take it for a ride for a little bit, and then he says that he can't because he's waiting for someone. But she said she's insistent on it because she says it's just around the block and such. And then basically, so he does go take it for a drive, and that's when the segment of the episode happens where they're in the car, and then while they're in the car, Rita uses her magic to cast a spell which transports them to another dimension, and then after that, she sends this cat-like monster down. Now, I don't know, but I think the cat monster that she sends down is sort of connected to Catherine in this part. It was never actually stated specifically in this episode whether that monster was actually connected, but I think it personally is. Anyway, then the Rangers morph to then the alarm in the command center goes off because basically what happened was after Rita had used her magic staff to hit the car, she had transported Catherine and Tommy to an alternate dimension, and then they're wondering, and then when the rest of the Rangers are in the command center, they're wondering who Tommy's companion is, and then Zordon is telling them that he doesn't know, and then that's when the cat monster shows up, and then the Rangers go to deal with the cat monster after they morph, and then after fighting the cat monster for a little bit, it gets away, and then basically the Rangers are wondering, after it gets away, they're back in the command center basically, and They're wondering if there's anything they can do to help Tommy and his companion in the car. And then Zordon says that he doesn't know if there's a way to help them because he might be in a dimension that's beyond his control. And then they're wondering what they can do to help them. And then basically, that's where this episode stops. So if you guys like this video when I post it, just please give this video the real best you guys can. And I will see you guys, probably not tomorrow for the next video because it might be tomorrow because I think tomorrow's Saturday. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next Power Ranger video. But until tomorrow, guys, just please give this video the real best you guys can, and I will see you guys next time. And like I always tell you with this series, may the power protect you always.